And so the very first question is, what is WordPress for those people who don't know?
Yeah, WordPress is probably over 40% of the of websites you see on the internet are built with WordPress. It's about 22 years old now. It's been around a while, and it is a free piece of software to actually use WordPress. There are extra prices for plugins or services that related to it. But yeah, 40% of websites you see online are built with WordPress. So making a move, which is what I have done, I have moved all my properties which were on WordPress over to PageMotor and slowly moving my clients across from WordPress to PageMotor. And we're going to do a quick demo today on Tony's site, which is one of the last sites that I have built, which is still running on WordPress. And we're going to show, going to migrate that over to PageMotor and talk about the reasons why I've moved all my properties and over to PageMotor, and you'll see the just the speed difference and just the extra benefit you have from using a properly object-oriented object OOP program that has been designed from the ground up to be AI friendly is built into it, and that's the main
So
reason.
we really want to try to figure out why a person who has 40 years of experience using building, being a creative, would move from the well-established WordPress, 20 plus years of stable reliability, to this new software that is still technically in beta.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, we're still in version 0.8. I think version 9 is coming out. Point 0.9 is coming out soon, but it's been stable. It really has been rock solid. This this platform. Yes, and why? Yes, something that's so established. I mean, my our whole business is and still is to an extent, even though I've kind of moved away now from managing WordPress. We still have our arm of a company who still is doing managing our WordPress clients because they are the majority. But I have
So,
totally dedicated my time and effort onto developing PageMotor and building with PageMotor.
so where can people find PageMotor?
PageMotor, you can. It's said it's not released yet. It's still in beta. It's a closed beta group at present. If you come to me, I will install it for you. And as I said, everything I'm building now is running with PageMotor. PageMotor will be free, like WordPress is. So the architecture, there will be no barrier to entry to using the platform, same as WordPress. It's just that you're now on. It's written by I know we spoke about this on my previous thing by Chris Pearson, who was well established within the WordPress community. He builds the theme, one of the themes that I use for or was using for all of my WordPress websites, which is Thesis Focus. So yes, if you are on WordPress still, that is the only theme worth using, because after 22 years of that WordPress has been around, it is just a there's a lot you have to you need a reasonably large server now to run it properly. If you're running any of the bigger kind of established plugins, and the e-commerce solutions, it has just become, even though it's trying to move more into the modern age now, where yes, with having, using some of the AI
So,
tools, it
so,
just is
so
very
Ken,
clunky.
listen, I'm curious now. 20 plus years, stable reliability. Essentially, PageMotor is in fact beta. However, it is stable, but it is also AI driven. Now, if I'm not mistaken, might part of the concern be with WordPress that it is integrating AI and is sort of a retrofit, and whereas PageMotor is more of a native AI primary solution.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a native primary AI solution. It is AI friendly. So from the ground up that it was built, all the hooks are there for how, if you were using a large language model, you'd be able to run and fully control and manage it. But you don't need, what makes it very clear, you do not need to use AI to run PageMotor. Um, it's
Okay.
just all the hooks are there, and it was built clean from the ground up, and it's just doesn't have the legacy that PageMotor, I mean, sorry, that WordPress has. As I said, I'm more than familiar with WordPress. As I said, that was my primary solution for our clients. So I've worked with it for more than a decade now. But it isn't. It is chalk and cheese in comparison, comparing what WordPress is today to what PageMotor is right now. Just
Wow.
building and developing online solutions with PageMotor is just, when I have to go back to WordPress, which thankfully, luckily for me, I very rarely have to do now, because as I said, if you go to my website, elmspark.com, you'll see that I have transitioned totally to PageMotor, and because it is just a faster, better, and more importantly, for our clients who are now on it or using it, it is just a much easier to use, faster to use tool, and you enables you to deliver, your online vision far quicker and easier.